The distant future.
Hi, it's Ryan from Knights Around a Table. I don't think I've found an accessory that fits me any worse than these things. They don't even, when you go like this. There we go. Look, you can't wiggle your eyebrows with them because then the blinding snow reflective light comes. I don't know what they're for. They're for future stuff. This is welcome to the future. What am I saying? I did my first ever live stream not too long ago in which I took the Anachrony Infinity box, and it's so big I actually had to pull my camera view out so you can see the whole thing. But I unboxed it on a live stream, my first ever live stream. Boy, I'm so happy that I've lost my live stream virginity, and now it's like, now I'm a total live stream whore. It's just live streams all the time. It's lucky you, I guess. I apologize. I unboxed this thing on a live stream, and then I got all the pieces out, and it was as if I had dismantled an entire automobile, and I'm like, now I'm gonna put it back together. Not in under a few hours, you goofball. So I stopped the stream, said goodbye to everybody, but I promised that I would do like a quick reboxing time lapse for you to show all of this going in. And thankfully, unlike another Mindclash product, the Trickerion Collector's Edition, which I made a video of before, I showed you me reboxing all of that. There was no guide for that, but thank goodness. I mean, first you look at this, you're like, oh my God, it's got a 6-page reboxing manual. And then afterwards you're like, oh, thank God it has a 6-page reboxing manual, because like without that, and even like after you get everything in the box, even after that, when you play the game, you're still going to need that 6-page reboxing manual to remember how everything goes back in there. Even though, as you'll see in the box, some things are nicely stamped and labeled. I think they've done a really good job. So I'll show you that time lapse of me putting everything together, and it's going to go pretty quick. But please know that it took me 2.5 hours to meticulously put everything back in the box. And I didn't even do it right the first time. When I was done, it was kind of like IKEA, when you got a couple screws left over, you're like, nah, I messed up somehow. There were missing pieces, and I thought for sure that they'd shorted me on a punch board, but in the naked light of the following day, when I had sobered up and I wasn't drunk on live streaming fumes, I took a much more careful dive through the box, and I realized that I'd misplaced things, and everything that was supposed to be there was there. Plus a couple of extra pieces, which I'll show you when we dive in. But here's the time lapse. You can see it all going back in, and then rejoin me and we'll take a slower look at it. Okay, look at that, 2.5 hours. So this is what it all looks like, a little bit slower when you take the box lid off. Whoosh. So all of your manuals are on top like this, and that is the, you know, the crucial key to how everything goes in the box. And then all of your flat stuff, your boards go in like that, and then the cards go in this top tray. And it's interesting that this tray is the only one that does this, but it's shaped kind of like those, you know, those the prototype buses in Japan that are supposed to drive over the cars. They're like tunnel buses. That's kind of like a tunnel bus kind of thing. So the boards are supposed to slip in underneath that groove, and the cards go in there. And so there are your player boards. Let's get them out of there. And then you start in with the trays, and they're all very, very nicely organized. Every once in a while they'll do like they had like a one-off piece that doesn't really fit anywhere, so they just cut a special groove for it and it goes in there. You know, your dice go in special places. Am I missing a die there? Is there supposed to be a die? No, probably not. And most stuff has finger holes. You see finger hole here, but every once in a while there are a few things that didn't have finger holes. But I've been doing these Bits Please episodes. Bits Please! Never get tired of that. And one of the things I keep saying is that plastic has a distinct advantage as an organizer for board games over wood or foam core, because check this out. First of all, it can have lids. Wood and foam core rarely have lids. They're starting to with some of the designs I've seen, but you take the lid off and then things are shaped so that, is this one shaped like it? No, I picked the wrong darn box. Let's keep going. But I will say about the lid, look how deep dish that is. So I've seen, what Game Trays usually does is they put like a little lip or a groove and it catches so that the lid stays on tightly. But one of the drawbacks to that I realized with the Trickerion Collector's Edition is you pass everybody their little box with their player pieces in it and they pop off the lid, and because there's that catch there, they go pop, and then all the pieces, because of the jolt, the kickback, they go flying. So I'm not too sure if that's why we're dealing with, you know, really deep, or just maybe they needed that depth to be in the tray. I'm not too sure what the idea is with that, but I don't know. It works. It's good. I'm happy. I said in the live stream, I said I was a little bit disappointed because it doesn't look like everybody gets their own tray full of their parts. I lied. They totally do, as we'll see when we dive in a bit further. But what I wanted to show you, when you take the lid off here, if you can, is that so many of these grooves are done like that, with like a moat. And so the idea is you're able to tip the pieces on the side and pop them out much easier, instead of digging your sharp, you know, nicely did nails down into the groove and try to pry pieces up and potentially damage them. So wherever possible, they did that a whole bunch, which is great, super great. Good to see. Further in, like I said, I really like that they embossed the symbols of the things that go in the different compartments. So it might be hard to see maybe if I turn it in the light, but you can see the Genius, where the Genius workers go. You see a little brain there, and where the, I forget, the bossy people go. There's a little credit card looking thing, and you know, so they, you know, and a lot of them they've stamped that. Now I said in the live stream it would have also been nice to get that stamped on the bottom of the well that these pieces go in, because when you're putting pieces away, you kind of like have to do this, and it's kind of like a Sesame Street or Fisher Price matching game, like, oh, top left, these go. So I mean, it might have been just a little bit more convenient to have that embossed in the bottom of the well. But again, you know, advantage of plastic over foam core or over wood is that you can scoop the edges so that they're nice and rounded, and so it's easy to get your finger in there instead of having to dig into right-angled corners that you would with wood or foam core, where it's harder to get your pieces out. Superb. And then digging in farther, here's a tray of timey-wimey pieces. I wondered aloud during the live stream why they built this like this. And I haven't played with it yet, but I think it's because these are the buildings that you put on your board, you purchase and put on your board. And I think there's like a discardy pile kind of thing happening here. So that's why they've made it, I believe. That's my guess. And if I'm wrong, of course, the comment section is down there. You set me straight, internet. I could be out to lunch. So I mentioned that this is like Anachrony, the Infinity Box. It contains everything that you could possibly imagine for Anachrony, but that's not quite true because Mind Clash, in addition to sending this along, sent a few little extras. So let me show you the wrappers for a couple of them. One of them was the Metal Cube set. So you get Metal Cubes in the Infinity Box. There's 4 different resources, and I'll point to them here. There's unobtainium, or neutronium is what it's called, and I called it tungsten, uranium, and gold, but it's actually titanium, uranium, and gold. And we needed an EM in there, and tungsten is not an EM, so get out of here, tungsten. Plus, it's a W. What's up with that? I know it's wolframite. Don't, nerds, just back off, nerds. I get it. But those are the resources. So you get the fancy one in metal and everything else in plastic, but this is an add-on that you can purchase that gets you all of the resources in plastic. And I think that's really smart, right? They gave you a taste. They gave you a taste of metal, but these are all the metal resources in here. Plus some promo stuff. Did we already do the promo box? Yeah, so what they did is they made a box with a recess in it, just like whatever other promo stuff we make, you just chuck it in there. And I threw in there, a few of the extra little markers. Now, they gave me plastic ones in one of these promo packs, but these are really easy to lose. And if I had one criticism about this entire production, I mean, it's mind-boggling the amount of effort they put into this, and it's super deluxe. But the one thing, well, let's lift up the Metal Cubes box right here. Somebody mentioned on the live stream that these the thin plastic vacuum form trays are prone to cracking and breaking, which is true. So it makes me a little tiny bit nervous to have metal in there. But one of the nicest pieces in this entire thing, I haven't played with the expansion yet that uses these pieces, but these ones were gorgeous. This is an upgrade pack they sent me. Look at that. They're really beautiful. They're translucent. They look really cool. And then the painted power axes to power up your exosuits, gorgeous. The metal cubes, the water pieces, these come standard with the game, even the base game. If you buy it on store shelves, the retail version, it comes with those water plasticky things. Oh, beautiful. Everything's just, oh, that whole tray is so gorgeous. It's a little bit weird though that they didn't do, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Special versions of, I guess these are blip markers, and you get special like spent darkened versions of them, and they're like, nah, screw that. Those are gonna be cardboard. Okay, sure. Everything else is amazing. I'll give you that 3 of them can be cardboard, that's fine. But like I was saying, the one thing that I was kind of like, really why, is I believe that one of the expansions that you get in here adds a 5th player. Now, I'm not too sure if you can play 5 players simultaneously, but you get a 5th pack of pieces. So this is what a tray looks like that you're gonna hand to one of the players when you sit down to play Anachrony. It's like, oh, here's your tray with all your pieces, which I love. And you open it up, and so if you're playing this faction, here are all the mechs for that faction, and these are the possible leaders that you could play. They've added a leader to each faction, and I should show you right here. You get extra leaders. It looks like you've got doubles on them. What they've done is they've redone the art. And that's something that I don't see too often board game publishers doing. I'm not sure why. Well, if we take a look, maybe we'll understand why they redid the art. So on the left is the redone art, and on the right is the original art. A little bit rough. Maybe that's why they did it. They weren't happy with the quality of the original art, so they redid it. So the way that you can tell which ones you're supposed to use is the new ones have, let me see, they've got wrenches on them. So you want to use the ones with wrenches, and the other ones you can throw in the fire to keep you warm at night. I'm not too sure. But I'm getting to the bit, the critical bit. The one thing that I didn't, I'm second guessing them. I'm wondering. I like that the little standees that have these little plastic feet on. Oh look, we got finger holes to pull them up. They got little plastic feet on them, which you've seen before. But I don't like games where I have to constantly, when I put the game away, take that off and put it back on, because I'm always worried it's going to fray the edges of the cardboard, and it does. Or, you know, you've seen really old board games where the cardboard gets messed up with too much manipulation of that foot. So it's nice that they've made it so that there's a little recess in there. You never have to take that foot off. You can just throw that banner back in there. It's interesting that they went with a really big pocket here that only holds these 2 marker pieces, and a smaller pocket here that the booklet says is supposed to hold all of your path markers. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strange. But here we go. The one critical bit is that these pieces are the smallest things in the entire game, and they mark your time travel points and I believe your the morale of your workers, and their little cardboard chits, and now they've been replaced with resin bits, which is great. But in the pack, they've only given you enough for 4 players, even though we've got 5 players. And so I was like, would it have killed you to put just 2 more in so that everybody, I don't know. So that was the only thing that was kind of like, really? Why? You were so close. You're so close. But everything else, of course, is incredible. Here are the other, you're going to be the digger path. I don't know what all the paths are called. There's the new one with the really cool purple exosuits, which I really want to play, because if purple's a color in a game that you can play, I'm gonna play purple. Best believe I'm gonna play purple. And there's the path of greens, whatever they're called. And then the one thing I actually wanted to ask you, if you own this product, the one thing that really confused me is this is the, I believe, the Chronosis, which is like the villain that you're fighting in solo mode. When you get in here, the Chronosis has a path standee, just like all of the other factions, but they've given me 2 pieces of cardboard, and one of them is double-sided, so it looks like that on one side and looks scary like that on the other side. And then they gave me another one that's like identical on both sides. And I'm not too sure, and the manual wasn't too clear about which one of those I'm supposed to keep. So I don't know, maybe if you have this product and you've played all the expansions and the solo mode and everything, you're very anachrony knowledgeable, you can let me know what I'm supposed to use. You'll find you've done this a lot too. I took something out of a box, I'm like, oh no, I gotta put it back in the box. Where's the box? Across the table. Oh my gosh, so much. So let's put this guy back here. Put the lid back on. And so when you're trying to put it all away, like I said, you need the manual. Oh shoot, I was just gonna show you the manual, but I realize it's a little bit buried. Oh, there's so much things on the table. Here we go. So the way you follow it is just like page 1, it shows you what the bottom looks like. So path, Chronosis, Chronobot, whatever you want to call the guy. And then layer 2, you go here. So that's the purple faction goes here. And I assume that they've designed this so that it's weighted so that it's not going to cause a gigantic mess. And another assumption, it looks like everything's been designed, here's the box that I have to throw more things into. Looks like everything's been designed so that theoretically you could store this game vertically. But I've been bit by that before. I don't know. There's a bit of loosey-goosiness in here that I don't know if I would feel super comfortable trying to store this vertically, although the box looks way better when it's stored vertically. It's a big tall thing. Right, back to the instructions. So you put those 2 things in there, and then the next layer, it's like a board game lasagna. So right, we put the heavies in here, the metal cubes, and this one. All the workers, did I do that right? It's not fitting, I may not have. I gotta look at the instructions. No, I got it wrong. It reminds me of, if you didn't know, I'm very influenced by Sesame Street, but remember that Sesame Street sketch where the kid's gotta go get a loaf of bread, a bottle of milk, and a stick of butter, and his mom says, remember all the milestones you pass along the way. Or I don't know if his mom says that or some creepy weird dude in a top hat says that to him. But so he passes all this weird like 70s psychedelic stuff on the way to the store. And then in order to find his way back from the store, he remembers it in reverse order. If you've never seen the sketch, you're probably wondering, what on earth is he talking about? I'm getting better at putting this away, you know. I've done this, I accidentally tried to shoot this segment and then I messed up the sound. So now I'm doing it again. And in doing it again, I'm remembering where things go. Look at that, it can be taught. just like Sesame Street. So at the very end here, when you've got you know, all the trays in, you want to take the player boards, lay them down, and that's when you use this last card tray that has like the bus thing going on. Did I do that right? You shimmy it the correct way. Come on now. Boom, it fits beautifully over top so they can ride underneath. And then the booklet has like a whole complicated explanation of how all of the boards go in. I think it really only matters that these things tuck under this box, but everything else, I think you're safe to just slam in there as long as you get the heights right. That's just a guess. Oh no, am I totally wrong? Yeah, I'm totally wrong. You can't just slam everything in there. What was I even thinking? You have to meticulously look at the picture and figure out, oh my Lord. Ah, this is why. Right, they go like that, haha. And these pieces, and these pieces, and I don't know. Let's put half of these guys down here. Something like that, and then the instructions go on top, and then your box lid goes in there. Fagoosh. Oh, it takes a bit of muscle. There it is, and I wanted to show you kind of what you're left with if you have all those upgrade packs and everything. You've got your whole baggie of plastic pieces that you don't need anymore. And no, get out of there. And you also have this huge bag of popped out cardboardy pieces. And they've done the thing that a lot of board games have done that I don't quite understand. I think they just, because they have the die and they have the space on the board, so they print blank things. Because why? Because are you supposed to make your own? Like, I'm going to come up with my own fragment of time for the game. Or is that because, like, if you lose a piece, you can use this and redraw it on the piece? I'm not too sure. Please let me know in the comments if you know what those things are for. Thank you so much for watching me rebox that thing and giving you a little tour of it. It's an absolutely incredible product, and I mean, Mind Clash does it right. I didn't pay for it, I gotta say, so I can sing their praises all I like. If you paid for it, you let me know if you feel that it was a worthwhile investment, because it's certainly, I mean, it's got table presence, because it's like the only thing that will fit on the table. Do you like it? Have you I want to know this too. If you have it, you know, if this is 100%, what percentage of all of this have you explored? I've played the base game. I haven't tried the expansion quite yet, or the second expansion. I haven't played it solo, but I've got plans to in the future. But let me know how much of this, because there's a lot, man. How much of it you've gone through? 50%, would you say? Have you gone through 60% of it? Let me know in the comments below. There are 3 very important buttons that I would love for you to click. One looks like a thumb up or a thumb down, whatever you prefer. One looks like a subscribe button, and then there's a little bell that'll tell you when I've got new stuff. And if you really like what I'm doing, I've got a Patreon campaign where people toss me bucks, and I reinvest those bucks on board games to talk with you about. I'm happy to be doing live streams for you. If you check the little live tab on Knights Around a Table on the channel on YouTube, you'll see the stuff that I've got coming up. I'm going to be playing some solo games. I'm doing some like work sessions where you can just tune in, and I'm just editing videos together if you kind of want to see how that goes, and I'll talk you through it. And I try to keep up a high level of audience engagement with those. If you would like even more engagement, and that's not enough, you can't wait for a live stream, you just really want to talk about something, then please check us out on the Discord server. That's where me and my crew who are paying me money on Patreon and not, you don't have to be a Patreon member to jump on the Discord server, but you can jump on there, talk to me almost any time of the day, talk to them, play games with them. If you are a patron though, you'll get a fancy name color and all kinds of perks besides. You'll see at the end of this video, there's a credit roll. You can get your name in the credits. You're gonna get special access to the stuff that I'm creating on my 3D printer for board games. I've got all kinds of exciting stuff coming up for you. Please keep your eyes glued to this channel. Thank you for joining me for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe, and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.